In February 2026, a new defense pact unites Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, and Turkey, three of the Muslim world's most influential nations. Dubbed a Muslim NATO, this alliance signals a dramatic shift in regional power, challenging Western-dominated security structures. Frustration with American unpredictability and recent crises has driven these nations to seek strategic autonomy and mutual security. Each member brings unique ambitions: Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030, Pakistan's quest for strategic depth, and Turkey's geopolitical balancing. This script explores the origins, strengths, and global implications of this powerful new bloc. The alliance began with the 2025 Saudi-Pakistan Strategic Mutual Defense Agreement, a landmark deal in the region's history, formalizing years of military cooperation and trust between the two nations. Disillusionment with Western allies, especially after muted responses to regional attacks, pushed Riyadh and Islamabad even closer together. Turkey's entry in early 2026 added NATO experience and advanced defense technology, transforming the Pact into a trilateral powerhouse with global ambitions. The agreement now includes joint military planning, intelligence sharing, and coordinated defense strategies. It also features a collective defense commitment, binding the three nations together. This marks a decisive move by three regional powers to control their own security in a multipolar world, shaping the future of their region. Central to the alliance is a collective defense clause, modeled closely on NATO's Article 5, which has long served as the backbone of Western military cooperation. This means that an attack on one member is considered an attack on all, binding the alliance together in a promise of mutual protection and shared responsibility. This mutual security guarantee is designed not only to deter adversaries, but also to reassure member states that they will never stand alone in the face of external threats. While the Muslim NATO label captures the alliance's ambition and vision, it is important to note that the group is still in the early stages of building the deep integration, interoperability, and command structures that define NATO's effectiveness. The Pact's exclusivity is based on shared strategic interests and regional security concerns, rather than religious identity alone, aiming to foster stability in a volatile region. Next steps for the alliance include establishing joint military committees, developing standardized operational protocols, and conducting large-scale exercises to build trust and coordination. Ultimately, the alliance serves as a foundation for future military integration, an evolving partnership that aspires to become a robust security bloc, but is not yet a fully formed counterpart to NATO. The alliance's strength lies in the synergy of Saudi wealth, Pakistani military power, and Turkish technological innovation. Saudi Arabia funds advanced weaponry and joint projects, sustaining high-intensity operations. Pakistan contributes a large, experienced army and a nuclear deterrent, fundamentally altering the region's strategic balance. Turkey brings NATO training, operational expertise, and a cutting-edge defense industry, including world-class drones and naval systems. Together, they form a self-sufficient military ecosystem. Saudi money, Turkish design, Pakistani manpower, and nuclear capability. This combination enables the alliance to project power and defend interests from the Mediterranean to the Indian Ocean. The Pact redefines security in the Middle East, marking a turning point in how nations approach their defense and alliances. It gives Saudi Arabia new confidence to shape its own security environment, allowing the kingdom to assert its interests more independently than ever before. Pakistan gains not only strategic depth and diplomatic leverage, but also a stronger voice in regional affairs, forging new partnerships and expanding its influence. It is no longer isolated in its rivalry with India, as new alliances offer support and fresh opportunities for engagement. Turkey cements its role as a bridge between NATO and the Muslim world, leveraging its unique position to mediate and connect diverse interests. This enhances Turkey's influence in both Western and regional spheres. making it a pivotal player in shaping future security dynamics. The alliance challenges traditional US-led security structures, prompting Washington to reconsider its strategies and partnerships in the region. It offers regional actors more autonomy and options, empowering them to pursue their own interests without relying solely on external powers. The Pact shifts the balance of power, creating new dynamics and rivalries that will shape the region for years to come. This is especially significant against rivals like Iran, which now faces a more unified and coordinated opposition. The alliance may inspire other states to seek membership, expanding its reach and influence across the region and beyond. This is not a break with the West, but rather a rebalancing, an evolution toward a more multipolar security landscape. It marks the rise of a parallel, homegrown security system, reflecting the region's growing confidence and desire for self-determination. For India, the alliance complicates the nuclear balance and crisis management with Pakistan. Pakistan's nuclear deterrent now sits within a broader security framework, backed by Saudi and Turkish support. This strengthens Pakistan's diplomatic hand, especially on issues like Kashmir, and makes it harder for India to isolate its rival. India must balance its economic ties with Saudi Arabia against the new security reality, requiring careful diplomacy. In response, India will likely deepen partnerships with Israel, the UAE, and Western powers, and accelerate military modernization. The alliance forces India to adapt to a more complex and competitive regional landscape. The alliance's future hinges on deeper military integration, potential expansion, and the ability to adapt to rapidly changing global dynamics. As the world becomes more interconnected and security challenges grow increasingly complex, the need for unified action and shared vision among member states becomes even more critical. Expect more joint exercises, shared bases, and coordinated training programs that foster trust and interoperability between forces. Co-produced military technology will leverage each nation's unique strengths, driving innovation and self-reliance in defense capabilities. Expansion is possible. Gulf or Central Asian states may join, bringing new resources, perspectives, and strategic depth to the alliance. This would significantly increase the bloc's reach and influence, reshaping regional power balances. The alliance aims to reduce dependence on Western powers, seeking greater control over its own security and defense policies. By pursuing independent security and diplomatic initiatives, member states can better safeguard their interests and respond to regional challenges. This evolution signals a shift toward a multipolar world where influence is distributed among several regional powers rather than dominated by a single bloc. Regional powers are now asserting greater agency, shaping their own destinies and forging new alliances. The Pakistan-Saudi-Turkey Pact stands as a powerful symbol of this new era of cooperation and ambition, poised to shape the future of Asia and the Middle East for decades to come, influencing both regional and global affairs. Its actions and decisions will ultimately redefine the region's geopolitical contours, setting the stage for a new chapter in international relations.